Hi there, welcome to Huson DIY. My name's Ben. In this video, we're installing this, the new Samsung 2023 Frame TV. Okay, so this video, we're installing this new Frame TV from Samsung. We've got the 43-inch TV. This is the box. It's empty. I've took the TV out at the moment. So it's going up on this wall here. So we previously had a mirror installed on this wall up here, so we're taking the mirror off. Also just down there, which I'll show you, with the previous TV down in this area down here. So we're going to install brand new TV up in this space here. So first of all, I'll show you what you get included in the box. Obviously you got the TV, which is down there, but I'll show you the accessories that you get included in the box. Down on the worktop here, we've got everything out that we got included with the TV. So we've got a TV over there that's been installed safely. So down on the worktop here, we've got this, which is the actual box. So this is the TV box. So it's the difference with this TV is obviously things aren't built into the television itself, which gives it the lightness and the size of the TV. What you do have is you have everything built into the back here. So you've got your antenna and aerial cables, LAN cable, HDMI, and the One Connect plug. So this is a One Connect plug that plugs into the back of the TV and then into the back of this box. You've got a single wire from the TV to the box. So rather than having multiple wires into your TV, you've got one wire into the TV with all the work being done here. So we're going to set this up on our cupboard over there, which I'll show in a bit. So you get the box, as I say, the cable, and then the power that powers the box itself. Two remote controls, so you've got the smart remote control by the looks of it, and then a standard remote control. This is the mount for the going to the wall that the TV sits on, so it comes with the plugs and screws required for the mount, batteries for the remote, which is for the standard remote. I think this remote is actually solar powered, so you don't need to put batteries in, but there is a USB charging port as well on the remote, and a couple of other accessory cable tiny parts there. This piece of paper here is the actual template for the wall. So you hold this up on the wall, I'll stick it to the wall, and you can do mark out your screw holes for the mount itself. So that's everything that came with the TV. There were some other instructions showing you how to install the TV itself and some other bits about the bezel, etc. So that's everything in the box that's included with the TV. You don't get included with the TV one of the bezels that go around the edge of the frame. I think most shops and retailers that sell the TVs do include the offer to get the free bezel from Samsung, so we'll be getting a bezel for this. Ours was from very.co.uk, which came with that offer, so we'll be getting a bezel, but that doesn't come included in the box. You may get it with the TV separately, but not inside the box. So we'll go over to where we're installing it and get things planned out. Okay, so this is where we're obviously installing it on the wall here. So just to show you as well, I've got this camera going, so I'll flip between the two. It's going on that wall there. We're going to install the box itself on this cupboard here. We do have a hole in the edge of this cupboard next to where the TV is going down from it. And what we'll do is we'll feed up the cables from into that hole for the power and the aerial cable, and then any HDMI that we need in through there. So we can install on top of there. We did think about going through the cupboard, through the front of it down here, but we decided against that. We should just better feed the cable down the wall, kind of along the lintel, and then down here, and then round, hopefully. So we'll get the TV installed first of all, and kind of work out all the wiring after. So we'll put the template onto the wall up here now, put the template up, mark it all out, and drill some holes. This wall has got like a cavity behind it, kind of a probably 4 or 5 centimetre cavity behind it, so we need to work out if there's wood from the battens that run down or whether we need to go into the wall. So we'll do that now. Okay, it's the day after. The TV hasn't fallen off the wall. As you can see, I've got the Huson DIY channel playing on the TV there. So it's not fallen off the wall, which is great. You saw from the footage, it was fairly easy to put onto the wall. What you might have seen from the footage though was I messed up a little bit in terms of hanging it on the wall. So I did using the template, I thought the template, the top of the actual paper, was where the top of the TV would be. But it's not. It's probably in the instructions, I didn't read it properly. So we had to do it again and put them higher up the wall to take the TV up. It's still not where we originally planned for it to be on the wall. There is you probably can't see it on camera, there is a line up there where I wanted it to be, but we've dropped it down and it actually is probably the spot we need it to be anyway. We didn't want to take it too high for that viewing angle from the sofa, so I think we've got it at the right height. If we decide that it's still a little bit low, we can drill some more holes in the wall and put it a bit higher. So yeah, really easy to put up, really easy to install. Really lightweight TV, because obviously you've got that box that's separate to the actual TV. It's not built into the TV, so that takes a lot of the weight out of the actual TV. So the TV itself is really light. It's probably lighter than the actual mirror that we used to have on there previously. So yeah, really good, really easy to install. And those brackets are kind of compared to previous mounts I've used before, where you've got the big metal plate across the wall and you've got the Visa mount on the back of your TV to hang it. This is totally different. 2 screws in the back of the TV hanging onto 2 silver plates on the wall. Is a little bit worrying that it's going to hold, but because it's lighter, as long as you install it properly, it should be absolutely fine. And it is definitely lighter than the mirror we had up there before. So that's installation. Installation was pretty easy to do. As I said, in terms of the TV, I've not really done too much of it. Obviously, I've watched YouTube on it. We've got our channel on there, looking good, looking fine. But I've not done too much testing. We've watched some terrestrial TV, so I plugged in the aerial cable. It automatically brought all the channels down. No messing about in terms of tuning. It did all that automatically. So that was the aerial cable into the back of the black box that comes with it. So that was simple enough. YouTube, we've done fine. And Amazon Prime on there, all built into as a smart TV, kind of what you'd expect in 2023 for a TV, really, a smart TV. Got all the apps on there. I will say one thing, coming from an LG TV perspective, we've had LG TVs for a few years now. Just from the kind of couple of hours I've spent with the TV, it's definitely a slicker kind of interface. It definitely works a bit quicker, I would say. It feels like it anyway. It's very Samsung in terms of the way it's built, the way it's laid out, the font, the icons, etc. So using the Samsung phones, I'm kind of used to that kind of UI. But yeah, no complaints yet. I'll soon see, because in terms of installing other applications on there, but it's Samsung. They've got a massive store by the looks of it. It should be absolutely fine. But first impressions, really good, really easy to use, and the UI is really nice. Okay, you'll also see at the moment, I've got no frame around the outside, or bezel around the outside of this. As I previously mentioned, I think you don't get one with the TV as such. You can buy one separately, and the retailers do offer a claim back facility where you can claim back the cost for the frame. So we'll be doing that. We're looking at the kind of maybe like a brown effect one around this to kind of tie in with the other wood we've got in the room and with the fireplace. But we'll have a think about that. We won't jump into that decision, because if you buy one separately, they are quite expensive. I think for the ones that you can get for free are around £90, £100. So yeah, so we've still got the plastic on there as well, because we probably will have to take the TV off to repaint this wall. We've got some plugs from the old mirror up here that I'll have to take out and fill, so we'll have to repaint this wall anyway. So the TV will come back off the wall at some point anyway, hence why I've left the plastic on, just so it doesn't get scratched when we're lifting it off. But yeah, we will be getting the bezel. If you've got this TV or you've had a previous frame, drop it in the comments section around what you think probably is the best colour for us to go for. Kind of want it to blend into the room, so we're thinking that wooden, kind of browny wooden look would work well, kind of blending in, and it would make it look like a picture frame, which is one of the things we want it for it to blend into the room as a picture frame. Okay, hopefully you can see down here at the moment we've got the Samsung box that the TV plugs into, that single cable. The current situation for us, we've got the box on here. You can see it blends in pretty well within this environment. It's quite a nice box. It's quite sleek, it's black, it blends in. So you could, in theory, have it out if you wanted to. Obviously, you've got to manage the cables behind with any HDMI cables, aerial cable and power cable. But yeah, I think you could have it out if you needed to. We will work out what we're doing with the wires, where we're going to pin them into eventually. Once we've used the TV a little bit, make sure we like it that height, we'll then probably make the wires more permanent fixture in terms of where they're going to be. But if you were it isn't that bad of a setup at the moment, with it just as it is, with the wire coming down and the box like that. Yeah, it's not offensive, you've got the space for it. I'm not sure, anyone watching, if you do know this, let me know in the comment section whether you can stand this box up on its side, on its end. So twist it up almost like a book, and you could push it into a corner. You'd have to manage the wires behind still, but it kind of tucks it out of the way. So if anyone does know that, or has done the same thing with their TV previously with this one or a previous model, let me know in the comment section if that's possible, and whether it potentially damage or make the device not run properly. Okay, last couple of things just to mention, kind of first impression, final thoughts. The remote control, I think I mentioned before, it does come with two remote controls. This kind of smart remote control, the Samsung one, this white one, which has got the solar power charging capability on the back, which is really cool. It's a really nice remote. It's quite lightweight, really simple kind of user experience, and set a layout on the remote itself in terms of the buttons and the volume, etc. So really easy to use and quite cool. Probably it's quite small, so it could maybe fall down the side of your sofa, quite easy to lose. But yeah, it's a nice remote. The other thing is the frame. So the TV, the art capability on there. There is a subscription service on there in terms of paying for art. We probably won't do that. We'll probably, and I think I need to work out a way of loading our own pictures on there. I'm pretty sure you should be able to do it. But I love the capability of putting the mount on. It kind of, from a distance, it does look like it's actually artwork. And then once we get the frame around there especially, we're hoping that, you know, when we've got people round, or well, when we've got people round, rather than having the TV on, sometimes you could perhaps just have artwork on there, or pictures of us on there, like a gallery. So yeah, looks really cool. Need to try it out a little bit more in terms of getting some pictures on there, but first impressions, it's quite a cool feature. And with that matte finish on the screen, on the actual glass itself, that kind of gives it that kind of actual picture look. When you've got like the glossy effect of a standard TV, you don't get that same effect with the artwork. So yeah, first impressions, really nice, really slick process in terms of using the TV and the setup, the controller, and then like things like the artwork are just a kind of an added bonus on top of the TV. Okay, all done and dusted now. Installation done for now. As I mentioned, we will be doing extra bits just to finalise things in terms of the wiring setup, down into the cabinet next to the TV, the frame around here, the plugs that we need to remove out of the wall there and fill, and then repaint this wall. So a few jobs to do to get things finalised. But the TV's up, it's usable, we like it, we like the size. We thought it was going to be a bit small, but I think it'll be perfect for this room especially. We didn't want something kind of 55, 65 inch TV on this wall. I think it'll look too much. It kind of blends in really well, and I can't wait to get that frame around the edge. I think it'll really finish it off nicely. So if you found this video informative, if you've liked it, if you're looking at the TV yourself for the 2023 Samsung TV and it's been informative, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you've not liked it for any reason, give it a dislike, give it a thumbs down. Let us know in the comment section what you didn't like. If you've got any questions about the TV, about the setup, the installation, the TV, the menu, anything at all, drop it in the comment section. I will reply to all questions and comments in there. If you've got any other comments about future videos, what we should do with the TV, or if you've got any hints or tips in terms of what we can do with the wiring or the frame, again, drop that in the comment section. We'd love to hear some feedback on that. If you want to follow this Huson DIY journey along for more product reviews, installations, baking, cooking, air frying, all kinds of DIY projects, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you on the next one.